like to welcome our guests and those that are watching at home to the council meeting this evening, August 5th at 7 p.m. May we have the call to roll call, please?
Thank you, Mayor. Councilmember Chavez?
Here.
Councilmember Chen?
Here.
Councilmember Yu?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Mann?
Here.
Mayor Sternquist?
Here. Okay, we move to item 3, our invocation, and Jerry Jambazian of Wonder Cleaners is going to do that. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Mayor. Let's bow in prayer. Father God, thank you for the opportunity to come before you tonight. And Father, as we conduct the business of the city, God, that we just pray that everything that is done and said would bring honor and glory to you and be a benefit to the citizens of our city. Father, thank you for things like National Night Out tomorrow night, where we bring our community and our city and our law enforcement together to become better acquainted and be better citizens and be more aware of what's happening. So, Father, thank you for tonight. Thank you for everything that's going to happen. And we ask this all in your name. Amen.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I just have to share this story, but Margaret Finley, who many of you know from Doherty, was doing the Pledge of Allegiance somewhere, and she said, you know, I stopped saying, put your right hand over your heart, because I met a gentleman whose heart was on the opposite side. And he told me, and every time I remember that she said that to me. Anyway, we move to ceremonial matters, presentation. I don't think we have any this evening. Public comments not listed on the agenda. We have, is it Andy? Where's Andy? Andy, how's your last name pronounced? John. Please come up.
Yeah, give me a second here.
And Andy, you have 3 minutes.
All right. Yep. Prepared well for it.
And if you could put the microphone up so we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Good evening, council members. My name is Andy Junjia Joe. I'm 14 years old, and tonight let me assure you that you're not just listening to a public comment. You're witnessing history in motion. I'm not here to check a box. I'm not here to play it safe. I'm here because I see a problem in our city, and I refuse to do nothing and stay silent. I'm not here to bluff or to gloat. I don't have $1 million nonprofit yet, or even a legitimate nonprofit, in fact. But I do have something far more dangerous. I have an ambition that is relentless. I have a partner who is not willing to quit even when the storm hits. And I have a mission that I throw myself into over and over, time and time again, until I make my impact. We've partnered up with Shepherd's Pantry, a food bank that's already making impact just outside our city. Just outside our city. I've seen many struggling people and families that are in our city and nearby. But the truth is, pain doesn't stop at city lines. Hardships don't stop when crossing borders. Hunger doesn't care about your zip code. One mistake at a rough moment in time, and everything you once built can be destroyed instantly. We've witnessed it with our very own eyes, the Eaton fires that have impacted lives, and lives that we may personally know. Temple City is not immune. I don't care if someone made bad choices or life struck them down. Everyone deserves a second chance, and that is my vow. Tonight, I'm asking for more than attention. I'm asking for a partnership. I'm asking for anything, donations regardless of size, volunteers regardless of ability, ideas regardless of greatness. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take action, take initiative. Not next week, not tomorrow, today, right now. And if you want to know how to help, Don't just sit there and nod. Talk to me, please. After this meeting, 1 minute of your time can change and alter someone's life in a way you have never expected before. I leave the stage while giving you my steady assurance. Homelessness is a beast that is hard to tame, difficult to overcome, practically impossible to win against. But I will end this speech with my simple motto and approach to life. If I can't win, I'll change the definition of winning. So understand that I'm going to tackle this problem one way or another. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for taking the time to come. We definitely appreciate your passion. All right, we have one more public speaker request, and that is Helen Kwan. Welcome, Helen.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. All right. Good evening, members of the City Council. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you tonight. Again, my name is Helen Kwan. I'm a public affairs specialist with the LA County Sanitation Districts, and I'm here to talk about how we serve your community by protecting public health and the environment. The sanitation districts consist of 24 independent special districts that work together collectively, and they provide vital sanitation services for over 5.5 million residents across 78 cities in LA County, including Temple City. We have been serving Temple City since 1948. Your city is an acting member of the district's board of directors and votes on policy-making decisions, including changes that impact areas and services. We own and operate 1,400 miles of sewers, so if you see us digging in the streets, we're actually protecting the vital infrastructure beneath your feet that is over 60 to 70 years old. So we also operate 11 wastewater treatment plants. Collectively, the districts process over 400 million gallons of wastewater every day. That's enough to fill the Rose Bowl 5 times every day. And Temple City's wastewater actually is sent to our San Jose water reclamation plant in Whittier, which treats up to 100 million gallons of wastewater per day for a population of approximately 1 million people. So of this, 42 million gallons per day are reused at over 130 sites. These facilities treat and reclaim water for reuse in industries, irrigation for parks, golf courses, street mediums, as well as groundwater replenishment, creek discharge, and more throughout LA County. In the near future, through the Pure Water Southern California program, some of this treated wastewater will be subjected to advanced treatment that will allow it to be reused directly for drinking and other direct human uses. These efforts are essential to reducing the region's dependency on imported water and increasingly important to help our region face prolonged future drought conditions. In addition to wastewater treatment, the districts manage a comprehensive solid waste program, which includes receiving waste collection, recyclables, and food waste. The system reduces landfill reliance and promotes recycling and composting initiatives to protect the environment. Beyond waste management, we empower communities through education and outreach. We offer programs like sewer science in local schools, provide bus reimbursements for facility tours, and deliver classroom presentations that teach environmental stewardships that spark student interest in STEM careers. So we're also in your community events, so if you see us at your booth, please say hi. So through these partnerships, we hope to continue working with the city of Temple City, and with that, I'll conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. Does anyone have any questions for Helen? Thank you so much for taking the time
Absolutely.
to come.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we have another public comment request. Roy McNair.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. My name is, let's do this right the first time.
Good evening.
My name is Roy McNair, and federal investigators now have your files. For 16 years, this self-anointed reform council has perfected silent, parasitic governance. You learned from the last administration not to be honest, but to be quiet. You've hollowed out our institutions, leaving behind a puppeteered shell of civic leadership while the real city rots. The empty seats you see here tonight aren't apathy. They're a testament to the culture of fear you've cultivated. Your records show you laundered $8 million in federal pandemic money. You used restricted COVID relief to pay sheriff's bills, then moved the saved tax money into an unrestricted slush fund. You did this while your audit showed financial chaos, yet you lied in writing about having, enhanced fiscal controls, unquote. And that conspiracy continues tonight. Item 7K, $25,000 from reserves to hire a crisis firm. Item 7N, $8,100 to Red 88 Media, the company that doctored your Brown Act violation video on June the 4th. Item 7O, you proposed sending $600,000 of our own tax dollars to the JPIA, which isn't simply for insurance payouts, but operates as a moral hazard machine, a regional slush fund where taxpayers of 120 cities pay to bury the scandals of its most corrupt members, whether their failures are illegal or just incompetent. So you're asking this council to ratify membership in a criminal enterprise tonight in public. July 8th, 2009. Then Councilmember Sternquist speaking about a mayor under investigation. Quote, "I don't think people will feel trusting of the city council while Mrs. Wong stays on. I would have liked to have seen the mayor at least step down for the period of time that this investigation is taking place." So your words, your measure of leadership. For 2 months, you presided over an investigation without stepping down, a failure by your own measure. Do you believe what you said in 2009? Or did 16 years of feeding off the public trough strip away your principles? Your performance, the smiles, the silence, the colorful PowerPoint presentations is over. The process you've set in motion won't end with an awkward ceremony, but with search warrants and perp walks. Because the answers you refuse to give to this community, you will be compelled to give under oath. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McNair. And let me remind you, in 2009, the mayor was indicted. Thank you. Do we have any other public comments? Okay. We move to our consent calendar. We have item K is going to be moved to our next council member, our meeting, or what would you prefer?
I'm actually okay with going forward with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a motion?
Madam Mayor, I move to approve the consent calendar.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Do we have any other questions or anything? No? May we have a roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Chavez?
Yes.
Councilmember Chen?
Yes.
Councilmember Yu?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Mann?
Yes.
Mayor Sternquist?
Yes. Okay. We move to item 8, public hearing, none. Unfinished business, none. New business, none. Update from our city manager, who is out this evening ill. Alex, do you have anything that you would like to share?
I do not, Mayor.
Okay. Maybe we can have you share about National Night Out tomorrow.
I will.
All right. Update from our city attorney?
Sure, thank you very much. I was going to say that, yes, Mr. Cook is out ill. He'll be back at your meeting in 2 weeks. He should be at City Hall by Monday, if not before then. Also, our firm is preparing a memo for city staff on some recent changes to the California Environmental Quality Act, specifically dealing with housing and infill projects. The California Planning and Development Report called it a Swiss cheese of legislation, in that it's not a thorough revision. It's just one more instance of there being CEQA exemptions for certain types of projects. But I'll get that memo off to staff, and we'll copy the council on it so that you can sort of see what we're dealing with as we're we're dealing with the Environmental Quality Act moving forward. That's all I have tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Council reports regarding ad hoc or standing committee meetings? Any?
Yeah, I had attended the Committee on Aging on July 22nd of 2025. Just a small report out on some of the actions taken. Several of the members were reappointed. Jerry Jambazian, Lucy Liu, Kara Rodenbacher, and Judith Gunther were all reappointed to their positions. And then the committee also discussed some of the goals for the coming year. Let me get those in front of me right now. So there was a report on the senior lunch program, various seminars held by the senior community. Parks and Recreation Director Matsumoto talked about the senior lunches in particular and reaffirmed that no one's being turned away, that it's still doing very well. Also gave an update, although it's already happened, regarding the things going around town, like the Live Oak Playground renovation, Sereno Open Space Project, and of course, the pickleball courts. So that was all discussed as well. Let's see. There was some discussion, let's see, regarding updates on or there was a suggestion that senior program work with Temple City Sheriff Station to create and implement some ongoing series of public safety educational programs, and also discussion about an upcoming Red Cross seminar in September that will be held, I believe, at Live Oak Park. And then from a long-term steps, also began some discussion on perhaps expanding the existing community center or building a freestanding senior center to serve the increasing older adult population. So good group, good discussions, and more to follow. Thank you.
Tom, do you know how many people are coming to the senior lunch?
I don't believe there was any numbers that were discussed at the time, but I know it's doing.
Still doing well.
It's doing well, yeah, so it's doing well.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Anyone
numbers
else?
have not gone down in any way, so,
Good.
yeah. Oh, there was one thing, I guess they took a survey, desired new activities. Number one was table tennis, believe it or not. Number two was badminton, and number three was indoor bowling. So, yeah, those were the three top vote getters, I guess you could say. So, things that seniors want to see more of, perhaps, in the city. So, we'll see how that goes. And it's good that, interesting enough, they had there was a small portion who. Bocce ball. You guys know what bocce ball is? It's like a lawn bowling game. Yeah, small group. I thought that would actually be higher, but and then small percentage wanted some more the polo, and I'm not sure that would my understanding of polo is with horses. I'm not sure that would be where it would be actually held, but yeah, that was one of the choices, polo. Maybe they can do a field trip for something like that, so, interesting choices.
William, anything? No? Uh-huh, no, okay. We move to item 15, additional public comments on items not listed on the agenda. Anyone? Jerry? Oh, shoot, hold on a second. Yeah, I skipped over one.
Council items.
Council items, separate from the city manager's regular council agenda. Anyone?
I
Vince?
just have one. some of you may have noticed the utility art boxes been complete around town. They're so very nice. So I was just wondering, Madam Mayor, if you would perhaps consider bringing some of the artists in, and maybe we can have a time we can celebrate
Sure.
How great they are. They look so wonderful.
Peggy, could you reach out to them? All right, anyone else? Yes.
Yeah, I know we didn't have a meeting last time, so quite a bit has happened. And I just want to highlight a couple of things. I want to thank the Chamber for a successful Summer Night Bites from a couple weeks back. That's been an exciting program. It was my first time being able to participate. So I want to thank the Chamber Board and John Boari, the President CEO, as well as all the restaurants at Camellia Square that participated. It was a full house, and so well attended. There was a lot of other customers and patrons that noticed that we had the stamp cards and the coupons, and they were wondering what's going on, what's that? So it sparked that curiosity about what was happening, and hopefully that led to some inquiries or questions about, what is our Chamber of Commerce doing? Hopefully there's more local interest in participating in the future. So kudos to them. Secondly, I also want to mention that the Sereno Park community outreach was a success. We had a lot of residents who lived immediately within the vicinity that came out to participate. I know Councilmember Chavez and I were there. We had a chance to talk to a lot of residents. They had some very good feedback, and SWA and our parks staff did a great job in making everyone feel welcome. And on a side note, the interesting thing about that site is there's a bunch of tomatoes apparently growing there, so a lot of residents were just going in, and it was almost kind of like an ad hoc community garden, even though it never intended to be that way. The tomatoes look good, considering I don't know who's tending it. But either way, we look forward to more outreach for Sereno Park. I believe the next phase is to do a broader outreach. This one was more localized and targeted, since that space essentially is going to be more heavily used by the residents that live near Sereno. So that was great. I also had a chance to join the Neon Night Walk, so congratulations to our Parks and Rec staff for always doing a great job with that. I know, Jerry, thank you for always being there to take pictures. A lot of the kids had a lot of fun, a lot of parents with interesting costume ideas. The one that caught my eye was there were two young girls who had butterfly wings that lit up.
Oh, cute.
And so they were walking around the trail with these lit up butterfly wings and neon armbands, so on and so forth. And then lastly, I just want to give a shout out to Cloverleaf, as well as our entire Temple Station team for hosting a coffee with a cop. Also well attended. It's good to, we really appreciate our law enforcement being able to engage directly with our residents. I want to thank the captain for making an appearance, and of course, everyone from our special assignment team, including a fellow Deputy Bowie here. Thank you for being there. So the feedback has always been great, and I just want to extend my appreciation to Cloverleaf for always being very supportive of that. I believe we've hosted Coffee with a Cop there multiple times, and it's always been, the feedback that has been received has always been great. So look forward to that. And it's nice because now we have National Night Out tomorrow, so a lot of these things kind of come full circle. And I'm glad we are doing that in tandem with the concerts. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, Tom?
Nothing.
Anyone else? Ed?
This is council comment. I will just add one item. I attended the Sheriff Reserve graduation of Class 143. It was the night before the Coffee with a Cop event. It was significant for me because as a former reserve deputy, I know how much effort that is. Some of them take an entire year of not just 2 weeknights, but all of their weekends dedicated to completing this academy training. I'm pleased to report that there are 2 reserve deputies that are coming to Temple Station, and actually one of them is a Temple City resident. So very excited to see these reserve deputies as they start their patrol training at Temple Station and becoming a force multiplier and help out. I think their time, especially with guided by very professional and good deputies that welcome the help of reserve deputies, that is, I mean, in terms of if you can put a price tag on the time of a volunteer, that's providing that service as a volunteer. It's amazing how much they would put in. So,
Great.
thank you.
Okay. Well, I would just like to commend Adam for being so young and taking this opportunity to come and give public comment. I'd also like to invite you to come and speak with our city manager, Brian Cook. He's out ill, but he hopefully will be back by Monday of next week, if not sooner. And he can update you on all the things that the city is doing to help with homelessness. So he can tell you who our partners are, and maybe you'd like to volunteer with them also. So Brian Cook, you can reach out to him, and Peggy can also help you set up a time. And National Night Out is tomorrow. It starts at, is it Alex, 6 p.m., I believe?
Yes, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay. And I guess we got word yesterday that Sheriff Luna is coming. Catherine Barger will be here. Many of our elected officials, other ones, I mean, we're having, it seems like everybody who represents us will be here tomorrow. So it is an opportunity to come out and see what our sheriff department does and talk to your deputies, talk to your elected officials. It's an opportunity for you to do so. So I invite all of you to come out tomorrow. And with that, we're going to move to item 15. Jerry? Public comments on items not listed on the agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. Regarding National Night Out, mentioned that also there's free food for those that come out early, like at 6 o'clock. And it's always a fun event, and I look forward to it every year. Gives us a chance to get up and close and personal with our dedicated team and everybody else there. So our concerts in the park have been going great. We have our 9th out of 10 concerts in the park tomorrow night. Nobody does it better than Temple City. I don't think anybody has 10 concerts like we do. So it's a great time. Last 2 concerts, to my estimation, and I'm pretty good about this, we've had about 1,500 people there.
That's great.
At the last 2, at every one. So that's amazing. Stone Soul will be performing tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So come on out. It's a fun time. The other thing is Senior Luau is taking place this Friday night at Live Oak Park, 5 o'clock. And it's a fun time, and there will be performers there, and you can learn how to hula dance and all kinds of good stuff. And also this Saturday is compost giveaway at Live Oak Park in the parking lot of Danes. And I'm trying to remember all this stuff from years ago, but it is the most organic and nutrient food for your plants that you can ever get. So plastic bags are not allowed. Come in with your buckets, and our city crews and also Athens will be glad to put it in a bucket for you. And even Mayor Chavez, I've seen him out there with a shovel. So he's even helping also.
I always make
So-
sure I wear my old tennis shoes.
Yes, yes, yeah. The most fun time I'm probably going over my time a little bit, but the most fun time for me was the year that somebody came in with almost a brand-new Mercedes, opened up
I
the trunk
remember that.
and filled it up with compost. And we said, what are you doing? He said, well, we don't care, it's a rental car, so that was kind of
remember
interesting. So the last thing I want to leave you with, let me get the particulars on it so I don't mess up, but a week from this Thursday night, Temple Station is going to be having a fundraiser for the 3 fallen deputies that were caught in the explosion that took place. And they're nice enough to do this. So it's a $20 donation for a taco plate and a drink, and starts at 11 o'clock, probably go until about 2, but it's a way for you to support these families. Between the 3 of them, they had 16 children, so it isn't easy to bring them all up. So this will really help. So Temple Station really does a good job and is at the forefront of doing these kind of things for our deputies, so I appreciate that.
I think it's till 3, Jerry.
Pardon me?
11 to 3.
11 to 3? Okay, great, good.
And did you mention it's here?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
right
at
here,
Temple City Park.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So that's it. The service for Detective William Osborne took place today at Friends Church in Yorba Linda. And I've been to that church also, so it was a great event. So Sheriff Luna spoke, and it was great. So come on out if you can. Those of you that are listening at home, there's a lot of good stuff that's happening in Temple City, and you want to be a part of it. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Okay, so I think that we are adjourned. If there's no other, did you? Nope. Okay. Thank you all for coming.